Hello, welcome back. I didn't even stop the time. There we go, now the timer's going. Scouting, aiming, healing, and casting. We'll get aiming. Edgar, impeccable timing. We just received a letter from Lord Hien. He writes that the Domans are coordinating their efforts with the Blue Kojin to maintain a constant watch over the Red. By staying on the lookout for signs of crystal hoarding and the like, they mean to nip any summoning attempts in the bud, thereby satisfying the conditions for peace set down by the ambassador. For the Garleans part, the Popularis have sent word that a vessel bearing Doman conscripts is soon to arrive in Yangtze. It would seem that the prisoner exchange is to proceed as planned. Lord Hien requests your presence, and I share his view that you should be on hand at this crucial juncture. According to the letter, Yotsu's memory has yet to return, so it looks like she'll be leaving out the rest of her days in Doma, assuming the ambassador means to honor the agreement, of course. Before we get to that, however, I think it would be wise to assess her condition one last time. If the Domans have missed any change in her mental state, however slight, it would be better if Ashi weren't the only one to spot it. Agreed, let us make straight away for the Enclave, then. Lord Hien will be waiting. I trust you and you will cope in our absence, Tataru. Don't worry about me, I'll be fine. Just be sure to come back safely. Okay, I'm guessing we need to go to Doman Enclave. Lord Hien is expecting you. May I show you in? I see my letter reached you across the Ruby Sea. Thank you for coming so swiftly. Though I wrote at some length on the subject of the forthcoming exchange, there was one matter I neglected to mention. The current Gogetsu. As you may have observed, he returned from his ordeal rather the worse for wear, and despite his best effort to conceal his condition, or perhaps because of them, he recently collapsed. Good gods, is he alright? Flying to bed and grumbling without cease, but he has shown signs of recovery. He made me promise not to tell you, lest you worry unduly, which was all very well when you weren't here. Now that you are, however, I think it's high time he received some visitors. Might you spare him a moment? Yotsu has scarce left his side, and I imagine you are curious to see what has become of her as well. We will visit him at once. Edgar, Alize, shall we?
Open wide now.
Please, Tsuyu. I'm not so frail that I cannot feed myself. I grow weary of the taste of gruel.
You don't like it? Can I fetch you something else?
Aye, wine. Or if that is not wholesome enough, I don't know. A sweet persimmon from Namai? I enjoyed them in my youth.
A persimmon?
Nay, pay me no mind. I am full. Besides, we have guests.
I hope we are not interrupting your meal. We had heard you were confined to bed and thought you might welcome some visitors.
Confined to... A gross exaggeration.
He is confined. They're making sure he doesn't leave the bed.
A trifle drained from my exertions, perhaps, but with a little rest, I shall be fighting fit again in no time.
Take off your clothes.
Gosetsu, is this how you've been spending your time?
My lady, I assure you this is not.
It's bath time!
Off with them. We need to wash you. You stink. What are all these scars? There are so many of them.
A life of battle will leave its mark upon a man. Is something wrong, Tsuyu?
It's nothing. I'm fine.
But leave me be, woman. I will not be fussed over like some newborn babe.
I'll be right back. Pandora got out the window and she opened the curtains. They make a convincing pair, do they not? On first acquaintance, I would think him a doting grandsire and her a model grandchild. Indeed, had someone told me a year ago that I would bear to live witness to such a scene, I would have declared them mad. That aside, I am relieved to see Gogetsu has not lost none of his spirit. But what a turn of events. I mean, for her to suddenly be watching over him, you couldn't make it up. Although I suppose Gogetsu is an old man, which with the way he charges through life, it can be easy to forget. He has resisted decrepitude with the same defiance he showed the enemies of Doma. But no matter how adamant his will, no man can carry on forever. He has pushed himself beyond the limit of endurance too many times. Even if his health returns, the fact remains he will never again be the warrior he once was. He has given his all for liege and land, and we will ask no more. And what of his nurse? If Yotsusu is feigning that, well, she certainly has me fooled. This is no pretense. Yogiri, out of all of us, I would think you the hardest to convince. So what makes you so sure? I've been spying on Yotsuyu from the shadows, waiting for the misstep that would betray her charade for what it was. But her mask has never slept, not once. She has remained in character from the first. One evening, I watched her as she sat in her chambers, unguarded and alone. She had taken the dishes from the cupboard and was pretending to prepare dinner right there on the tatami, a child's game. Even the warrior shinobi would not go to such lengths. Yes, Pandora? I can but conclude that her mind is truly broken. Well, that's good enough for me. And everyone else, I would hazard. Aye, the matter is settled. Yotsuyo will become Totsuyo and begin a new life here in Doma. Before that can happen, however, we will need to present her to the ambassador one last time to prove that her memory is truly gone, and I would not risk parading her in front of our returning conscripts. Her presence at the exchange would only stir up mutinous thoughts. Understandably, she's as good as fasten the chains around their necks. Pandora just can't leave the curtains alone. It wouldn't be such a problem if I wasn't sensitive to light. Which is why I mean to conclude the business with you first out of the sight of my countrymen. Will you help me? We are at your service. There's no higher purpose than the pursuit of peace. My thanks, the Garleans are on their way, and we must prepare to welcome the ambassador. We will meet you at the docks with Tsuyu. Docks, yeah, it's over here. Shall we wait here then? Lord Yan should not be long. My friends, have you seen Tsuyu? She is nowhere to be found. Wait, but the Garleans will be landing in a matter of moments. If she's fled, could it mean her memories have returned? I know not. Yugiri is scouting the streets as we speak, but it's possible Tsuyu has left the Enclave altogether. Captain Ward, did you perchance carry a fair-skinned woman across the river? Fair-skinned woman, my lord? Oh, I do not rightly know. I think, yes, my lord. Now that you mention it, there was a lady among the passengers whom I do not recall having seen before. Her face was hidden by a brim of her hat, but I remember taking her hand to help her onto the boat. White as new-fallen snow it was. Was she someone important, my lord? Have I done something wrong? Wrong? No. I was merely hoping to catch our guests before she departed. Be at ease, Captain. So seeing that Tsuyu has crossed the river, Kami help me, no good could come of this. We'll just be taking that coffer off of you. Inventory, return to inventory. Return to inventory. I think that was everything. Red boots. Casting. Since we're still here anyway. We probably want Bonezio. Seems Yotsuyu has gone unrecognized this far, but Kami help us if someone catches a clear view of her face. I must find her before that happens. The responsibility for her disappearance for all of this lies with me, but I would ask for you to aid nonetheless. Apparently the weather does not want to aid us. We are at your service, Lord Ian. Now, as before, let us make the crossing and begin our search. You go on ahead. Someone should let Gary know what we've learned. I'll join you on the other side. We have no way of knowing where Tsuyu is headed, so we had best divide our forces. I will take Yasukuri and its surroundings. Alphano, if you would take the road to Castellan's. Edgar, forgive me, but I could ask you to interrogate the residents of Zuka Manor, or the Namazu may well have seen our quarry. If everyone is in agreement, let us board the skiff and hope the Kami smiles upon our efforts. I'm going to get snow, considering that it's raining. Oh, time to fly in a storm. Welcome to Izuka Manor. Yes, yes. Is there anything you wish to know? Need only a pale-skinned woman. I have seen no such traveler. I'm sorry to say, most sorry. Scaly-skinned Namazu. On the other hand, we have in abundance. Looks like somebody had a bit too much tea. Unusual pale skin. Yes, yes, I saw this woman on the way back from my fishing trip. She had just crossed the shallows east of here and was headed in the northeasterly direction. For the most part, her steps did not seem certain. If you hurry, you might still catch her. Sure signs of her. Takes out binocular with the blowgun. You see no sign of Yotsuyu to the north. Perhaps she is somewhere farther to the northeast. So no signs. Perhaps she is yet further to the northeast. This one's going to take a very long time to survey. We gotta survey the entire circumference. It is nowhere to be seen, but lying on the ground a short distance to the north, you spy a familiar-looking wide-brimmed hat. It probably got blown away with the storm. We claim this hat. It is now our hat. A courtesy glance. So that's required to confirm your circulation. It is the same hat Yotsuyu were wearing when you found her in Sakakusuki. Edgar, before you ask, our search of Kasuri and its surroundings has yielded exactly naught, save the chance for union with you, I suppose. Mistress Alize has gone to assist her brother at the Castorum. It was she who informed me of the situation. I joined Lorhian here shortly thereafter. How did you fare at Yuzuka Manor? Any signs of her missing guest? Towards Namine by the kami, if the villagers recognize her, it will not end well. We must hurry. Yagiri and I will check the paddies. The village square is yours. But how would it fall off if it has a strap chin? Or get blown off too? How did she lose it?
Greetings. Might I have one of your... Wait! Please! I only wanted a persimmon.
Kami, save us! Her spirit has returned!
She's back from the dead to seek her revenge!
It can't be. She couldn't have survived.
What did I do?
As if you don't know!
Good people of Namai, be at ease, I pray you. You have naught to fear.
My lord, forgive me, but what is that monster doing here? They told us she was dead.
I too was surprised to learn of her survival. More even than you, I would hazard. 'Twas I who cut her down, I who left her to her fate. But it would seem the Kami had other plans. By some miracle, both she and Gosetsu were spared when the keep collapsed, though Yotsugu's preservation came at the cost of her memory.
You're saying she's forgotten? Forgotten everything she's done?
Lies! Lies! My lord, she would say anything to escape punishment!
What does it matter? We have not forgotten her crimes, and we demand justice! I beg of you, Lord Hien, draw your blade and rid us of this canker!
What I saw then. It's all true. I'm sorry! I'm so sorry.
You're sorry. I'm not. We're supposed to forgive you.
Here, there's no need to cry. Can't you see how scared she is? How can you be scared of her? She's not the same.
Until such time as her memories return, this woman shall be known as Tsuyu, and treated as a citizen of Doma. I will, however, see that she is watched at all times. Rest assured that there will be no more unannounced visits to the village. As your lord, I ask that you leave her fate in my hands and suffer her to live, for now.
Please, Issei.
All right. I'll keep my peace. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
And I guess with that, we'll call it an episode there. And I'll see you all in the next.